guys, it's Erin from theyouthmethod.com, and I'm also a physical therapist and certified health coach, and I'm here today with some wonderful low back flexibility exercises. So after my 20 years of being a physical therapist, I've seen so many unneeded low back injuries simply because we lose flexibility and mobility, and also we're sitting so much and we lose strength in our back. So today I'm going to be working on that flexibility portion of your back, and I'll be doing videos in the future that really work on strengthening the low back and the core, as well as like some body mechanic videos to show you how to protect your back when you're doing certain activities. So, but one of the number one reasons for back injuries is we don't have the flexibility and agility we need and the mobility in our low back. So these 4 simple movements are going to make a huge difference in that. And you have to remember, because most of us sit most of the day, we're always in what we call like a flexed position where our back is rounded. So it's really important, and one of the biggest movements that I encourage throughout the day to counteract that is what we call back extension, which is this type of movement, which is putting an arch in the back rather than rounding it out. So we're going to be showing you a side bend motion, a rotation motion, a flexion motion, which you don't want to accentuate that too much unless you're someone that has like an osteoarthritic condition. But otherwise, you really want to emphasize that extension motion because we are sitting so much. Now, if you're standing a lot throughout the day, that would be different. It would be okay to do that flexion, rounded back exercise more often. So what I'm going to show you first is one that a lot of people don't know about, and it's side bending. And I like to do side bending standing up. You put your arm up with that evenness, or a space in between your hips. And then you're just going to pretend, now you might not be able to do this yet if you've got limited mobility, but you're going to try to bring that hip to the wall. Okay? And you would just do about 10 repetitions of that. And then you'd switch to the other side. And what you'll notice is when you push into that, like right around there, I start to feel a little bit of tightness. So I know just to stop there. But then as I go a little bit more and more, I should be able to get closer and closer to the wall. And the more and more you do this, the more and more flexible and mobile you will get. So then you would repeat that on the other side, about 10 reps. So that's really good for side bending. Then the other one that you want to do for rotation, I'll kind of show you from the side because a lot of people can do this one wrong. But when you're doing rotation, you want to make sure your hips are always staying forward. And I usually come into a prayer position, hips are staying forward, and I rotate. So it's that and not this. Do you see the difference how my hips came over? You want your hips to be staying forward so that all the mobility is happening in your back and not your hips. You can also do this in a kneeling position, which is similar to a yoga move. Some people will do this in yoga. There's also a yoga move here where you come over. So I like to do it standing, but if that's not comfortable for you, you can also do it in this position. Another way you can do some rotation is in a totally neutral spine and just letting your knees fall to the sides. And that gives you some nice back rotation as well. Okay, so a couple different fun variations for rotation that you can do. Again, it's going to just help open up those areas that might be tight, and you might not even know it. And you'll notice improvements as you go along. So then I'm going to show you flexion of the spine next. Now there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can lie on your back, and you can pull one knee into the chest at a time and then switch. Or you can pull both knees in. Now I usually tell my patients or followers that you can hold this for 30 seconds, or you can do 10 repetitions of pulling in and then letting down. Now that's a little harder because it requires some ab work on the way down. But you could do that 10 times. Or like I said, just hold it for a good 20 to 30 seconds a few times, and that's gonna get you that nice flexion. So then I always love to end with low back extension, which I was saying a lot of us don't get enough of because we sit a lot. So depending on your flexibility, this might be enough for you to start where you're just flat on your stomach. If you come up on your elbows and that feels pretty comfortable for you, but you're feeling a lot of tightness, you could just stay here, either statically like this, like not moving, or you could come up and down on your elbows. Okay? If you're not feeling a lot of a stretch there, what you eventually want to get to, and you're able to tolerate, is you're going to put your hands down and you're going to push up. So your shoulders stay down, your head stays neutral. You just get a nice arch in that low back. Try to keep your butt relaxed during this. It's going to want to tighten up, and then you're going to come down and then just press up. And then for that one, I usually recommend 10 times in a row, and that's a great exercise to end with. So again, if any of these exercises cause you pain, always be sure to be checking with your doctor. But these are great exercises to, like I said, just get a nice balance in your low back, because so many of us are not balanced and we start to lose a lot of motion. Certain muscles get tight, certain muscles get too loose or weak. So it's really important to keep that balance there between all of the muscles of the low back. I think you'll really enjoy them. And it's gonna, when you do that as well, you're gonna have less pain, but you're also just gonna stand up taller because everything's gonna be working a little bit better and more open and less tight. So again, all of my exercises, like I tell you, are the basis of them is to make you look younger and feel younger, because we all want to age gracefully. If you like this video, be sure to press the like button below, and you can also below this video get my free gift just by clicking the link below to my 10 exercises to look and feel younger. Very similar exercises to this that help your posture, help your core strength, help you look and feel younger, because that's what we want. We want to age gracefully. So that link is below and it's absolutely free. And then also, I would love if you subscribe to my channel below. There's a button below the video, or you can subscribe right here. And we'll see you guys next time.